friends and every neighbour. Love the life you choose at Summerset Retirement Villages.
Hello and welcome to this coverage of the 72nd Summerset Open and Masters Indoor Bowls Championships held at the Te Raupara Arena in Porirua, which is in Wellington. I'm joined in commentary by Grant Rayner and James Sullivan for this match between Paul Smith and Daniel French. How are we feeling about this one, guys?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I got put out by Paul 2 rounds ago, so...
How was he going? All right?
No, I was not so good.
Right.
Nah, we were right. All right, tell me about this match, boys. You've been commentating this for a couple of games.
Oh, one of the hand swings and one of them doesn't.
And they've played them the completely opposite way so far. So they've played the big swing narrow and the narrow hand wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody told them that, right?
No, they haven't. They've been in, so they haven't been watching the live streaming. As we see Paul on his back, and he'll make a correction here.
They're slow learners, I've found.
You've gone the other crow there, right? That's just less weight.
He didn't correct. If the jack was moved 4 feet to the left on the screen, brilliant head.
So I've got two members of the current New Zealand Matt Blacks playing each other here.
Skip of the men's fours versus the singles player.
Well, yeah, let's see. Let's see what the singles player can do here.
Well, they've both played singles for their island team, haven't they? Paul and Daniel have pretty good...
Did they play each other?
Can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember either.
Wouldn't be shocked if they had.
I think Daniel played in Ashburton. I can't remember that. I was reserved.
Paul skipped the pair in Ashburton.
There you go. All right, so...
Paul played Ashley Diamond in one singles event too, so they probably have not played each other.
Paul will be a bit disappointed with that, you'd think.
I think we can confidently say this. These are the two of the top 10 singles exponents of our game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
can confidently say that. Judging by the head at the moment.
So confidently we didn't even argue, as we see.
We sort of looked at each other and but yeah, you're right. None of them are happy with us.
It's slightly different game styles, really. I think we'd expect to see a different game style. Is Paul looking for a nibble here on the forehand?
He's looking for an aggressive shot.
He did against me. He played a few more run shots than I expect from Paul.
He's usually he's not that aggressive ordinarily in a singles game. Fair call. If it holds and gets it square.
Well, he's got away with it.
That'll do.
Yeah, he stolen one.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Well, I was just about to say we should see two different styles of games. I would expect Daniel to be aggressive with his third and fourth and Paul to just draw.
But you're actually going to be 100% wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect.
I think Daniel's going to love his draw and then drive if he has to.
And we'll see Paul get niggly with his third and fourth.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
So what you're trying to say is they're very similar styles, do you think?
Nah.
Yeah? No, you're just going to disagree with me
Yeah.
the whole game, right?
Yeah, right, without question.
Is he holding one? No. As we see Paul on his backhand there, so already the players have figured out there's a hand that's easier to play than the other one.
I'm hearing this mat was a bit more sluggish compared to some of the nice running mats out there.
It appears to be. We've had comments. The people that have come off those mats have said that it's it's a heavy mat. It's a slower mat. It's not fast, not as free. So going, put a straight back on the big hand now. Let's see how wide he goes here. He needs to go about 6 inches from the edge of the mat.
All right.
On his forehand, he puts his hand on his knee on his forehand and a hand on a foot on his backhand. Is Paul?
And I'd say he's narrow.
And light. Other than that, he's pretty good.
Yeah. Other than that,
all right. Oh, playing out of the Green Island Club of Otago, Daniel French.
Yes. Very successful. He's the most successful bowler now, I believe. I think he's overtaken Gary Flewett's record in centre titles.
63 or something?
No, I think it's like 35.
I was going to say I was mid-30s, right?
35, whereas Gary Flewett might have had 30, and I think he got to 60-something of one of the sub-centres.
Oh, okay, yeah.
that's quite a few.
All right, Paul
It
Smith
is, yeah.
playing out of Club Mount Maunganui, Tauranga.
Tauranga
for Tracy down there.
or Tauranga, isn't it?
No.
I don't know.
No.
On the backhand.
It's interesting there, he switched to the backhand. Was there a path there for him?
Yeah, I think there was a path there, but whether he's just trying to just tap the blues and open something up, I'm not sure. Or just roll that other orange into the head, I don't know, but he underplayed it. But yeah, I think there is a path down through there.
As we see Daniel on the backhand.
He's struggling to come around that bowl and come back. But we'll see, he's gone really wide. No one's gone out there.
Oh,
Might turn out there.
Well, if he had had more weight,
That turned more than any other bowl we've seen.
it did.
It's interesting, right? There's a few mats out there you can throw it around the straightener if you need to still land out wide. There's plenty of that going on out here. Obviously, the floor's actually playing reasonably well. It's a stadium.
Yeah.
You're not going
See
to
a
get
different delivery here from Paul on his forehand.
Top of thigh and under thigh.
Yeah, I've never seen that one before, to be fair.
trying things. You play a couple of rough ones and you change your style.
change your delivery. Do anything that it takes, right?
I do that. I actually have different deliveries mid-end.
I feel like you do it slightly less now than you used to, James.
I've started going one knee run shots, two knee draws.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because you used to go right knee up on your draw sometimes.
Have you ever done like the
all
reverse
sorts.
tennis shot between the legs backwards? Have you
No, I haven't tried it.
exponent? No.
No, that's one I haven't tried. All right, what's Daniel doing here, Grant? Come on, mate.
Oh, he's just going to niggle. He's just going to niggle down between the oranges. No, he's going to draw around. He's going to look for that big green again, I think, that he found out there and just get to the corner of the box.
He doesn't know it's not possible, right?
He knows it's not possible, but yeah, there we go. Straight off the side. It was always going to happen.
As we see two there to Daniel French. What happened on the first end? 1 to Paul, so it's 2-1 to Daniel after 2. They'll get these ends in, we'd think, wouldn't we? Neither of them muck around that much.
Everyone's got their ends in so far, so.
Daniel's not a hustler, unfortunately. He's waiting on knee surgery.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's nursing his knee.
How did he damage his knee?
He'd have to pull out of the pairs if he played 7 games of singles today.
Too much bowls.
Too much bowls, yeah.
Worn his knee out.
Interesting, as we see him on his forehand.
He's loving this straight hand.
I found yesterday when you playing players of similar level on these mats, it's just the race on the straight hand, the race to the white on the straight hand.
Yeah.
That's how I saw my games going.
Mingo, good luck.
That's how I saw my games go.
You tried to play the hard hand? Yeah, classic.
I was left with the hard hand most of the time.
As we see, second bowl. He's played his first on Melly, hasn't he? Much of a correction here. Lovely delivery from Daniel French.
If any.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just giving a bit extra, just trying to find Paul's back one, right? This is
Very good.
We're now on the third end. These guys have had to go up and down. They've had 2 trial ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Why not
more
have a
what we're going to
trial
see,
end?
right?
Yeah.
2-1. I think Daniel's got the edge on Paul here at the moment.
It's just your class of the player, though. They figured it out pretty quick. And that's the skill, isn't it? And learning a mat as fast as you can. You can watch what the jack does as well. Good bowl there from Paul Smith.
This end seems so much more sedate than the previous ends.
When you throw the jack up.
Oh, I thought you see what the jack does.
I see. No, that would be confusing. That would be confusing. No, when you roll the jack up, James,
Yeah, I understand now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. I've been less confusing to more people.
All right, pretty good there from Daniel, but as you can see, he's not super jazzed about it. Leaving a just nice wee just split there.
Yeah, we've seen people struggle with this shot.
And do you want it
swing
wide
hand,
or
yeah.
narrow
on
on
the
this
swinging
one?
hand.
Doesn't matter.
He needs to
Just hit it.
He just if he hits the head, he'll get the shot.
He needs to overplay it.
Probably.
He needs to overplay it
That
because this
works.
thing's going to turn.
Throw
Yeah.
it through the break. Yeah. He's got to putt it through the break.
He's
Here we
underplayed
go.
it. He's underplayed it, mate. He's
It's
underplayed it.
diving. It's diving.
Yeah.
Probably happy he left that, to be fair.
Nah, you could have poked that out
Well-
the back. Good speed.
Interesting, yeah, if you look at that weight.
He's just trying to sit that blue onto the jack and move it across.
It's another hallmark of the top players when you look at them. If you see where their collision bowl finishes, if they miss the shot, it's not often that it's flying off the back of the mat. They usually have pretty good weight control. Means that if you hit it, you're unlikely to kill it with that sort of speed.
Correct.
Just looking to tighten up, get another shot here on that orange, or just tighten up that front blue on the jack.
I think just pressing through, trying to create a back nut on the straighter hand here.
That's
or
perfect.
Or just draw it yourself.
Perfect bowl there from Daniel French. Goodness gracious.
Men's singles, mate.
He's pretty good.
That jack's coming
That's
out the
pretty
back
good.
of the mat here. Jack's coming out the back of the mat.
That's all he's got, right?
For an orange down the back corner there.
Yep.
Now he can't afford to hit the wide one, right? He's got to hit the head pin, right?
Yeah.
Head pin, slice the jack out here, and hopefully that orange is still on the mat when he's
Yeah, the
finished.
orange that sits at 6 o'clock is very important.
He's going the big swing too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, honestly, the difference here between 5-1 and 2-all.
Close.
Better
Close.
weight.
Close.
Here it comes. Too heavy.
Oh,
No
too
cigar.
heavy.
Only
4-1.
just though, eh? Probably
Yeah.
just a roll. But he made contact and difficult shot to play on that hand.
Mm.
Played it well, but just a bit heavy.
Yeah, and Daniel forced him into that.
Yeah, yeah.
I was reading. I won't bore people.
Do you think they'll
No,
check
do
to
it.
see if it's a modern night?
You did some reading.
I was reading
not.
the intention behind the kill rule that we have in indoor bowls.
The intention.
Yes, so when the lawmakers created the game, when the federation was formed in 1947, they created a penalty rule, and it used to be that the lead or two wasn't punished as for a kill.
At all?
No, there was no points away. But people, exactly, that's what people did. So they started killing at lead or two if you were in trouble. And the lawmakers went, well, that's actually not in the spirit of the game. So they brought in a 2-point penalty for the lead and two and 3 points for the rest. Because a kill was meant to be by accident. They felt that you shouldn't punish someone who draws the jack off by mistake.
Right.
But they had to because everyone got really aggressive. It was some interesting reading just to see what the thought process was behind the
It'd be quite good
back then.
if the kill penalty was actually 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
a game of fours.
Yep.
Rather than 2, 2, 3, 3.
Yeah. It's interesting. Anyway, were you bored, James?
No, I loved it.
I warned you. I said
I loved it.
I bore people.
I prefer the 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's fours, right? Yeah. The current rule. I prefer the current rule.
You're going through all the players there, right?
All right. Nah, back to this end, guys.
Bowls, 4-1. 4-1's a score to Daniel. Reasonable start. If you're looking for a bowl pass with this one, won't he?
I'd say so. I think he just wants to dive the whole way back to Paul's bowl. I think you actually, if you got the white, so be it. But you were trying to get to your bowl there, trying to cover that bowl there.
Pretty good shot. And we might see a vaguely...
He's almost a fraction tight, actually. This is the one where I'm interested.
Both of these players... Oh, it was...
Like, that aggressive speed, right?
That's nice, though, eh? Like that. He plays that bowl again. That jack out the back, or he can play the other hand and take that blue or the orange.
What are you doing if you're Daniel here? The different points in the game mean different things, right?
Yeah.
I think you just got to keep on that jack, I reckon, on this bowl. Yep. Right on it.
As close as he can get it. He's taken a bit of the weight off by the looks. Does that? I think it's probably that speed where if you don't think about it enough, you just end up falling a foot short all the time.
He'd be wanting to take that jack right into that blue, eh?
Was there a planty thing, or is Paul going on the rake?
He's looked at the plant, but you've got to be on the rake, right?
Go on the rake, slide off the front 2 narrow bowls onto the jack. Jack out the back for
even
2.
If you're narrow on the rake.
I would name for the clean.
Is there a chance for a 3? Is there a chance for 3?
Big chance for 3. If he gets it to the...
He's looking like he wants to... No, he's going to play his forehand. So I thought he was laying up on his backhand there.
If he gets that narrow jack, eh? Narrow jack.
Trail it back to the middle of the box or the corner of the square on the left. Happy days. Given every chance in the world. If he's tight, he could get a good result.
Yeah, got plan B.
Probably underplayed it, I think.
I think probably expecting more speed, right?
Yeah.
Well, as we say, though, this mat is obviously slower than all the other ones these guys are coming off.
I think if you underplay a run shot on that, the best person we've seen play a run shot on that hand is Linda Mills.
Oh, she nutted it.
Yeah, she nutted.
Dead square on the backhand.
Every time she did it, she got it. And she overplayed them. And she, So
miss on the heavy side, right?
Yeah, I think you want to bring your breaking point closer to the head, don't you? Which is what happens when you play with more weight.
Putt it through the break.
That sounds...
That's how my uncle used to putt.
Through
he
the
used
break.
to just smoke it at
Just
the hole.
straight at it.
If there was a big break, he'd just smoke it at the hole.
Straight in the hole.
Because he backs himself to make the putt coming back.
I respect that. As we see Daniel French on the forehand. Good start there from Paul, really. And both these players have come up through the island representative system. They would have started off leading in the fours, I would say.
Yep. That's
how it generally starts, isn't it? You leading the fours.
Never played fours. I've only played triples in pairs, pairs and singles. Never played fours.
I started off on the fours. I was leading for the first half. As we see.
I've had the you're right, and then both I've played in the New Zealand team with both of them. They both came in as leads in
fours
in the New Zealand teams, and you work their way up through the ranks.
You see Sean Blackburn coming in this year, lead fours on debut.
Yep.
Just that system, as we see Daniel here willing it to hold that little bit. Good shot.
Pretty good there, right?
Oh, I noticed, James, around the hall that there are some yellowy tinged jacks.
Yep.
They're the new ones.
They're the new ones.
Have you had much chance to play with them? Are they heavier? I thought they might be a denser composite.
They are a denser composite. I did actually check with Tuffy to make sure he did put one of the new jacks on this mat here.
Yeah.
Made sure it wasn't a Modern Night.
Yeah, we had a chat about that in the previous game because our holding screen is a picture of Modern Night Jack amongst some bowls.
Yeah.
It's like, if you see that, it's going to spring pretty fast.
All right.
Be careful.
You see the shot selection here. They've favoured the straight hand with the first 6 bowls of the end here, right?
Yeah, the majority of the people who've played this mat, straight hand, eh?
Close,
straight hand.
yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
perfect,
That's
right?
what Daniel French is so good at, is that just that perfect...
That perfect bowl.
Just a perfect... It's perfect.
Just that, pivot bowl, that 6 inches over the speed.
Yeah.
Right when he needs to, right?
It's so depressing. I've played him on a number of occasions when he skipped a 4 against us.
Oh, we're looking at the jack back down in this corner
perfect
again.
bowl.
He's getting himself in all sorts of trouble here, Paul. He's
I'm actually thinking, is humming the front orange a chance of getting
follow
all
through? Yeah.
Yeah, he could just go pang, pang, pang. Yeah, take the lot. Yeah.
But
More
he's
weight,
going
though.
for
More
needs
weight.
to get down.
More weight.
Yeah, I think he did play the front orange, right?
Yeah, just drifted on him.
Paul's first bowl should just be over here somewhere on the side of the mat, right? Because the jack's just going there every time.
Bit of cover, Stop the kill.
Put the cover in with the first and then just, hit it.
So, all right, that makes us 6-2, right, guys?
Yeah, so what's the equation here for Paul? What does he do? How does he change what's happening?
I wouldn't mind seeing him try and nail the big swing and sort of, if he drifts a touch tight, get in the way and force Daniel to beat him on the swing.
Just in the background there, just to the right of your screen, we had Terry Blackburn and Kyle Waldron. Big match up there.
They would have come up through the juniors North Wellington together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Both members of my fours team as juniors, and
I actually played against them as a pair in the secondary schools pairs. They were a pairs team, I think.
I played against them as well. I lost my game.
Same.
I remember I was 4 or 5 up, and then I don't think we scored again, and that was the end of that.
All right.
Good times.
back to the main event.
We're back on the straight hand.
Yeah, so, that's the thing, these players played enough games. They know they're playing 12 ends. They're on the 8th one now, so Paul's like, look, I need 4 points in X amount of ends. What can I do, and what's been happening in the game? So he'll be analysing that.
Have we played that many ends?
I was going to say, this game's going extremely quickly.
That's why I said X amount of ends. I think we've played 5 ends, I reckon.
That looks like a 5 down there on the scoreboard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's probably 6 and 6.
So that actually changes the equation a bit, doesn't it? Because he's not even halfway if he's going to make a slight change here. I thought we hadn't had much of a chance to talk about anything. So we see Daniel on his forehand. He does the Lamy thing. If you watch him on his delivery, he goes forward in the box before he goes back.
Right.
You're
a great exponent of the delivery.
I don't have a very good delivery, but I watch everyone's.
Exponent's probably not the right word.
Yeah.
He's
I know what they look like.
Keen watcher.
Yeah. Keen watcher. There we go. That works. When it comes to my delivery, it's like, oh, well, can I let it go? Yes. Cool. So see Paul on his forehand.
Side thigh grip.
Tried 3 different ones on the forehand now. Good shot.
I thought it's more of a tongue thing, right?
Is it a
not where
weight?
you put your hand.
So
There
we
you
know
hold
he's
your
drawing
tongue.
if it's on top. We know it's middle weight on the side. And
And
when it's
underneath.
underneath, was it heavy? Was it heavy? Was it
Short,
real delicate?
narrow.
Short and narrow
Yeah.
underneath?
All right. Daniel will be looking just trying to nut one on this big swing, right? Just right in the guts of the white.
Lovely line.
Even if he's a bit overplayed through the white.
Again, we see just that
Yeah, just
beautiful track.
Oh, he's left it there. Doesn't
Chance
like
here
it.
for Paul.
Look at French's body language. He doesn't like he's going to...
unless he draws a front toucher, that's what he looks like, right?
Yeah, true. And Paul's head, where's the blue ball going if he hits it on his forehand? Is he going, I want to remove it off the mat? Or is he thinking, I just want to be 3 or 4 feet over for 2?
He wants that bowl to roll twice.
3 or 4. You've got to make 2, right?
He wants that blue to roll over twice. He wants that blue to be in the box.
Yes.
Oh.
We under
Needs
again,
it to
right?
hold.
We've seen a lot of that, haven't we?
Almost a triple tap.
Just about. We see another point.
That'll make it 7-2 after 6. I'm thinking.
Frenchie's eking out a lead here.
Trading along. Do we know any results from around the traps that we can inform
Well,
viewers of?
big result in the game against Dale Rayner and Ashley Diamond in that last round. So
Yes.
Dale's taken out Gary Lowe and Ashley Diamond.
I'll just
Two
have a
of the
look.
tournament favourites. 2 of our top 10, you'd say?
Yeah, I'll have a look on the open
Wow,
on
2
the,
previous winners, and Dale got 3rd in the singles in 2006.
Yeah, lovely start there by
Way back in the day.
Daniel there.
She would have been close to player of the tournament that year then.
She's won the New Zealand Henslight singles. So, she would have been, she was, yeah.
I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a tough for Paul to come back here with Daniel playing so well. Daniel's
Something
found
needs
the mat,
to,
right?
yeah, you need to change something. I don't know.
Wide off the centre. I don't mind trying that at this sort of scoreline.
Because you think I'm 5 points down and I've got, 5 ends to go. Or so I'm, 5 ends after this one.
You've got to create 2 misses for your opponent, right?
Yeah. Michael Lawson got beaten by Matthew Tosh, 12-4.
Yep.
It's a good result for Matthew. He'll be happy with that.
Last year's winner, Sean Blackburn,
Still going, yeah. Mike Johnston still going.
We're not going to go through all 32, are we?
No, I'm not going to do all 32.
All
Let's
right,
go through a
Paul.
couple of the interesting ones.
He's a pretty good line in here. Yeah,
Great
excellent
shot.
bowl from Paul there. He's going to try and turn that into 2 or 3 good bowls in a row, right? Put Daniel under some pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the good thing about the big swing hand is, as difficult as to play,
You can always
it does
get
give
there.
you an opportunity.
Yeah, you can always get round the front touch.
Yeah.
Nathan Trout and Matthew Foster from the Gisborne young people are still chugging along on the singles.
Just a couple of kids. They don't even know what it's about
They're
yet.
not bad at bowls. David Lynn as well, the old hand from Poverty Bay, is still going.
Poverty Bay, they'll be leading the.
They'll have a real chance at the Patrons Cup.
Yeah. All right, another lovely weighted bowl here from Daniel.
Just look at how perfect that is. Amazing.
Not bad, right?
It's just brilliant.
Same again from Paul. Does he just come down onto the blue, or is he?
You've got to be at 7-2. You've got to be aggressive, right?
Aggressive with your it's your third bowl as well. So we see Paul line
Actually, that was one piece of advice I did listen to back in the day from Richard Griffiths, just hard off the back of him winning two national singles.
Great shot.
He told me, don't miss with your third bowl.
up. Yep.
Yeah.
Make it an easiest shot as you can. Don't miss.
Yep.
If you don't miss a third bowl all day, you'll win.
You're fine. Yeah, I agree. Third bowl is so important in singles.
Because putting yourself under pressure with your last bowl, you don't want to do that very often.
Yeah. And
You
if-
want to be just drawing for 3, right?
If you're ever wondering whether you should do the thing and it's your third bowl, the answer is usually yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like you just play the easiest shot. Sometimes you just get down and draw. That was just one thing I remember as a young kid learning.
Yeah.
Give
Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance.
Growing up in Canterbury, there was plenty of good advice around. You pluck out the good stuff.
As we see Daniel on its way, he's pushed it wide. It's coming back a little bit, not enough. Opportunity here for Paul. He'll be desperately wanting to add this bonus shot.
Has to.
Non-negotiable. He's thinking the forehand doesn't swing as much as the backhand.
Yep. Good decision. I love this.
Options left, right and centre. Half a chance if he's got the weight right.
He's got good weight.
Good bowl.
Track's perfect.
Yep, lovely shot.
Oh,
Whoa.
stay where you
Oh,
are.
he'll be thinking you're absolutely joking if that's only one.
Oh, at least that one came out.
I actually think that'd be hard to come back from mentally.
You'd be joking if that was only one. That was a well played.
You got 2.
Got to be 2.
Yeah.
It was almost a perfectly played bowl. It gave himself every chance of being a little bit narrow, a little bit wide. Boom, 2. Imagine if you just rolled it out. 2, yeah, fair enough. Fair call. He would have felt a little bit minorly robbed if that hadn't been the 2. So we see him close
Miffed?
the gap.
Would you
Miffed,
use the word miffed?
Miffed, yeah. Yep, that would be one of the ones. So
Bemused, maybe.
Bewildered. Oh my God, that's us. Who taught them to do picture-in-picture?
Oh, no way.
3 fine specimens.
Absolutely.
Not in picture-in-picture. Good shot there from
You're
Paul.
including me and the 2 players, right? That's what you're talking about? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Paul's nailed one there.
Daniel on his backhand.
But as a side toucher, it gives Daniel a chance to be aggressive, and he hasn't been.
Interesting.
I think he's just happy with his.
I've had the
But
chance.
like I said, though, like Daniel, very aggressive through the other disciplines, right? But in singles, rely on his draw, right?
I had the chance to play with Daniel in South Island Championships a few years ago.
You wouldn't have been in his singles team, so you
Well-
would have seen quite a bit of aggression.
Oh, it was great because I'm not a very aggressive player myself.
No.
But we talked ourselves into a lot of different shots, James, and it was just a good weekend.
Paul will be a bit disappointed there, just dropping under there.
See Daniel on the forehand.
You don't want to give Daniel 2 opportunities.
No, he just wants to overplay this one just enough to move that jack off the orange.
Yep.
He's let it go.
I think he's even just drawing again, just that 6 inches over.
Yeah, just a little bit.
He'll be
Almost.
a little bit disappointed with how that's finished up.
Yeah, like that's a pretty good bowl, right? Like
Yeah.
out the hand, you're happy, right?
Paul has the thumb ring. I don't know why. I don't think I could play with a ring on my bowl's hand.
Oh, Emma has thousands of rings.
How?
Can't play without them.
Great shot there.
Yeah, excellent bowl. Excellent bowl.
Is there a hit?
Without question. I'm interested to see whether he plays the front orange
The front orange would be beautiful,
or
wouldn't it?
actually just the...
On the straight hand? Or
I think you could just play 6 rolls out of the second shot orange.
Yeah, I suppose the issue with the front orange, if you hit at 1 o'clock on your backhand,
I
is
think
that
he's
you're
playing
just
so well.
blasting the head
I
open.
think he's playing so well,
Yeah.
he's just going to draw it. He's just going to overdraw this.
Can't believe Rainer's the one calling the draw.
Out of the 3, as we see.
Is that just overplayed through these
just
oranges?
over the jaw. Yeah.
That's cool.
Good shot. Good bowl. Set himself up good for the next one, so Paul needs to change something or he's just going to get cannoned out.
Front nut, right?
You'd hope so.
Yeah, front nut and just hope that, doesn't set up a
Even if he moves the
spring
jack,
shot.
And isolates, you get 3 oranges and you have the 1 blue. It's a better situation than what you're sitting in now. As we see the picture of the hall, we're down to the last 32 of the Open.
And 16 of the Masters.
16 of the Masters event.
I think Paul's just sort of seen where if I move that jack, has he got a shot on? And he went and looked at. Obviously looked at a shot he's never going to play, but it's a shot that Daniel's going to play. So he's just trying to work out, okay, how do I stop him from playing that shot?
Interesting. So he's coming. He's coming around to the back one, right?
I think he knows that blue's going to take his bowl out, right? And he could be 2 or 3 down.
He's looking to hit that one dead square to sit the orange down. That was quite clever.
Interesting.
Now he's taking out the shot that's probably in the way of Daniel to play that front blue.
I don't mind the logic from Paul. If he'd set that orange down, it's a way of isolating the jack to our left.
This is
a big swing.
This is a playing the board shot, right? If at 7-4 up, if this is just 1 orange, even though this is on, right, you just hit the blue and chip it out, right? Are you still just drawing on that nice swing hand?
Yeah, I think if it's only 1, he's just on the draw.
Yeah, if he's narrow, right, he hits that blue onto the orange, he's 3 down.
Yeah. I think you'll just see that 6 to 8 inches over, just almost trying to rest the back orange, and if you get the white, happy days.
He could almost on that hand draw it for 3 blues.
As we see on the forehand,
he is playing that over the
close.
Draw. Oh, he tried to. He sort of played both, right?
Yeah.
He sort of played with the speed that if he got what he got,
yeah,
he's a chance of scoring.
Yeah.
1 blue.
Yeah, which he has. And if he got the jack clean, he's 2. I think Grant's a bit ambitious. 3.
Definitely 2. But always looking on the positives.
I like it. As we see a 4-point lead eked out now by Daniel French over Paul Smith. 2 Matt Blacks leading off on his forehand. And yes, just while we've got this picture up, thanks to Summerset Retirement Villages for their support of New Zealand Indoor Bowls in the 72nd National Open and Masters Indoor Bowls Championships. It's much appreciated. It's hard to do stuff without sponsors and supporters, so if you're thinking of a place to go for your retirement, Summerset is the place to be.
I think you'll be the next one, Grant.
My parents are already in the Summerset village.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Yep, got an apartment there and they're loving it.
As we see Paul Smith on his backhand.
He played it. See how he's changed to the big swing, trying to create something different, right?
Yeah.
Didn't quite get the luck he wanted. Resting the obviously white or the shot bowl happy.
Yeah, maybe play that real hard shot first while there's nothing in the way, then revert back to the easier hand.
It's experienced bowls, really, isn't it? He's looking for ways. He knows he's been outplayed so far. Look at that. So it's about trying to create different opportunities.
This is where you're trying to play the same bowl, which is one of the hardest things to do in bowls, I reckon, is play exactly the same bowl twice. I'm doing well to play the same technique
I usually do it when I manage to go through a gap twice.
Yeah.
That's
the only time, right?
It's really easy when there's a gap you don't want to go through. You just go bang, bang. Good shot there.
And I tell you what, that was the same bowl, right?
Yeah. Great bowl. Lovely camera angle. Good switching.
It's interesting here now. Is this forced? No, I was going to say, has it forced Daniel onto the swing hand? Which is probably what you're trying to do, get Daniel to switch his hand.
No, I think that's what he's been trying to do.
He let it go with a bit of a flick, that one. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Who cares what it looks like out of your hand?
Front nut. Maybe as he's letting it go, he knew.
Yeah, some great shot there. There's probably 2 touches there.
I've managed one time to catch a bowl. I've let it go, and I knew it was no good and managed to catch it.
That's quite impressive.
This is a lovely bowl here. Great shot. That's excellent.
Ooh, here we go.
These are the ones where Paul's like, I've created an opportunity. I need a miss to happen.
Yep.
You need Daniel to be missing this bowl.
Daniel's looking at that big swing on this hand. I don't know if
that's
that's a
the
good
forehand.
idea.
He doesn't want to turn the orange in for 2. That's his first instinct, right? So he's looked over here, but he's obviously realised
I'm loving this picture in picture.
It's still the easier shot, right? Just don't be wide.
You see his move shuffled over a bit to our right. So he's getting that breaking point to change, making sure it's holding.
I did find a 1 mat. My opponent was playing right over that side of the square.
Yeah,
and they were
close.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
Lovely. Perfect bowl.
You got too much jack.
1 down here is okay, though, right?
Where do you score your point from if you're Paul?
Oh, yeah.
He's going for he's going up here to roll the orange and through the blues. Or he's just taking the bowl out.
Maybe through the...
He's just flying his closest orange, right? Trying to force that in.
Oh, no.
Oh, mate.
If he'd hit that harder, it was just about worth 2.
Yeah. He knew that big swing was probably
Yeah.
Too big, come back too much.
So we see a 9-4 lead now for Daniel French. It's getting to pretty stressy territory for Paul Smith.
He doesn't look too stressed. He's looking at his time going, oh, this is finished yet?
No.
No?
He's probably going, just make sure we get three more ends, you know.
Yeah.
You can still score 12 points conceivably. That would be extremely unlikely. But 6 would do it, wouldn't it?
Going back to what you said with Daniel's last bowl there, how he moved over in the square back to the tighter part of the square.
Yeah.
I actually noticed yesterday my opponent was getting the straighter hand better than me, and he was playing right in that side of the head.
Yeah.
I managed to get over there with him and adjust.
Never underestimate the power of the square. Rainer and I are talking about left-handed bowlers.
Oh.
The reason they take a different line is because if you just see where they start their bowl off on the square, it's just in a different place. But you can it's emulatable. You just have to watch where the bowl's coming out of the box.
Yeah. Or just use your left hand.
Yeah, that might be an easier situation. I'll probably go better left-handed.
I think there is a player still going out there somewhere.
Ambidextrous.
He's playing 2 backhands
There's
currently.
a few who backhands both the ways.
Wow. Masters event?
Fuge?
Or was it Brandon?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that. I played him a few weeks ago, and I noticed that. I don't know if he's always done that.
No.
Nah, only recently. He's having trouble with his shoulder, getting his right hand forehand.
All those muscles
all his
that he's
arm,
got.
yeah.
Too much muscle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
Backhand both ways.
He's like the Incredible Hulk, that guy.
Daniel French. Let's focus on the game, guys.
Well, Andy Blaney.
He's playing his backhand with his right hand.
Yeah, just trying to shut out Paul's bowl here.
He's just playing such good bowls.
Yeah.
Really impressed with Daniel French in this game.
So you see Paul's chasing away on that swing hand, right? And I think he's got to stay there. It's infinitely harder now.
And if he can make it happen, then he's got a chance.
Close here. If it holds,
I think he's
it's
now
gone.
again.
He knows it's gone.
Now, what do you do, Daniel French here? I would consider going them just the way they've sat.
Yeah, get rid of both the oranges. That orange that sits at 1 o'clock is lower than the one that sits at 2.
No, he'll just draw right on top of it, won't he?
No,
but it's not.
No,
as
he hasn't even looked at the white. He was looking at the bowls.
Yeah,
He didn't run them.
Just covering them up.
Yeah.
It's just. I mean, to be fair, that's just as good.
Yeah, probably a good decision.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, I agree with that. Paul can just get. So he's reduced it to just one. Here's Paul's best result, isn't it? He has to play a perfect bowl on his forehand.
He's going heavier and narrower.
We're going to see a.
I think Paul's given
handshake.
up.
Yeah.
Yep. Paul's
Handshake.
given up. He knew it was all over. Outclassed there from Daniel French.
Yeah, just an excellent display there, right, boys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He just dominated on that straight hand. First in, he just kept winning the ends, get on that straight hand, putting Paul under pressure from bowl 1.
Yeah, it'll be one to watch going forward. I think, when we get to the semis and finals, I wouldn't be shocked to see Daniel French's name there.
We could definitely see him again in a couple of hours' time, right?
Absolutely. And just on that note, is it lunch next?
No, immediately.
One more game?
One more game, I think.
Right, so hang around. If you're watching our streaming on the YouTube, hang around. This game did finish a bit early, so I'd say we're probably half an hour away from the next one.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a Masters quarterfinal.
Yeah, and there'll be a Masters quarterfinal on then. So keep your eyes peeled on the New Zealand Indoor Bowls Facebook page and the New Zealand Indoor Bowls YouTube channel, and we'll be back with you whenever we get back with you.
Think new friends in every neighbour. Love the life you choose at Summerset Retirement Villages.